everyone, it's Emma, and today I'm doing the Ruler of Books tag. I love this tag, and I'm so happy that somebody tagged me in it, because I probably would have done it anyways. I was tagged by Allie over at Allie Sugar, and if you guys don't subscribe to her, you should go subscribe to her because she's the sweetest, and she has so much sass, and I love watching her videos so much. So you should go subscribe to her, go check out her channel, I will link it down below. So thank you to Allie so much for tagging me. I'm going to jump right into these questions because I am really excited about this. Question 1 is, if you were the ruler of books, what book would you make everyone read? This is like a no-brainer for me. This one. Nope, not that one. I would make everyone read Six of Crows because I love Leigh Bardugo. These characters are amazing, and I think it's the kind of book that everyone will enjoy, unless you're like a kid and you're really young, because there is some violence and stuff that can be a little disturbing, I guess. These characters are just so lovable, and this world that Leigh Bardugo has created is so fun and interesting, and this duology is just really complex. It's the best. It's as good as it can get, and I think everyone should read this book. And I think Crooked Kingdom should be included in this question also, like just the Six of Crows duology. Question number 2 is, what would you abolish in book construction? Again, this is an easy answer for me. Thin pages, like Bible pages in books, ugh, I hate this so much. Especially when, like, the first couple books of the series were thick paper, and then they get longer as they go, so they change it to thin paper. Like, I don't care how thick the book is, but thin paper I don't like. And I also hate it when the hardcover edition of a book has thick paper, and the paperback has thin paper. This book is not a short book, but it looks like it is because these pages are so thin. And while I was reading it, I actually ripped a couple of the pages because it's so thin. And yet, the hardcovers are beautiful and really easy to read. These books are practically the same length, and this one looks really not as long. So basically, I would abolish thin paper. Like this. Thin paper like this. Question number 3 is, what author would you commission to write you any book? I thought of a couple authors for this question, but I think I narrowed it down to Tahereh Mafi, because Tahereh Mafi's writing style is just so gorgeous and lovely that whatever she writes, I love. She wrote the Shatter Me series, and I loved that, even though it was YA dystopian, and I don't like dystopian books in general. And then she wrote Furthermore, which is a middle grade book, which I'm not a huge middle grade reader, not that I dislike it, I just haven't ventured into it as much as YA, and yet I loved it. So I feel like no matter what Tahereh Mafi writes, I would love it, so I would commission her to write me whatever I want. Maybe that story that she said she wrote about, like, magical eyelashes, I don't know, she said that in some interview. I thought it was hilarious, and I know she was talking about it in the context of it being, like, really terrible, but I still want to read it. Question number 4 is, what book would you demote to the library basement to make room for more books? I had a really hard time finding an answer to this question because even when I dislike a book, I acknowledge that other people probably like that book and that my opinion is just one. So I feel bad being like, this book should just be banished. But I did think of a couple books that I really didn't like and I don't need in my library. So I'm just gonna... None of these books I hated. I just didn't enjoy them very much. Again, I have a hard time because, like, I didn't enjoy this book, but the world building and the atmosphere was amazing, and it was really interesting, so I don't really want to demote it. And this one, this is like some people's favorite series, so I feel bad demoting that. And this one, everybody loves this series, so I feel bad banishing that, but I don't need them in my personal library, I guess. Question number 5 is, what cover artist would you commission to paint you a mural? So, I had to look it up, but his name is Adam Doyle. Wait, yes. His name is Adam Doyle, and he painted these beauties. I just want a mural of this on my ceiling, like on my bedroom ceiling, so I can just stare at them. Any of them. I just want a mural of. Probably this one, Blue Lily, Lily Blue, or this one because it's Ronin. Ugh. These are so gorgeous. I love them. Question number 6 is, what character's face would you put on a coin? For this one, I had to pick Nikolai Lantsov from the Grisha trilogy. I would put Nikolai's face on a coin because 1, he's actually a king, so it would make sense. And 2, as he himself says many times, he's gorgeous. so his face would look really nice on a coin. And I'm very sure that Nikolai would agree with me that his face would look really good on a coin. Yeah, and if I'm ruling the kingdom and Nikolai's face is on the coin and he's a king and I'm the ruler of books, he can be the king ruler of books and I'll be the queen ruler of books. And then we can rule together. I would be okay with that. Question number 7 is, what book would you award the 2016 Ruler of Books award? Wait. What book would you award the Ruler of Books 2016 prize to? I actually had a really hard time picking an answer to this question, and it was reminiscent of trying to vote on Goodreads for like the best YA fantasy book, because that was just so painful. Like, I had to pick between my babies. I had to pick between Akamath, Sarah J. Maas, and Crooked Kingdom, and the Raven King, my Raven boys. I'm like still upset about it because I feel like I betrayed somebody. I'm going to go with my answer that I finally decided on there, which is Crooked Kingdom by Leigh Bardugo. I know, I already mentioned this series, I already mentioned this author, and this is the perfect last book to a series. I don't think I would change a thing, even the thing. And you know what I'm talking about if you've read this book. I wouldn't even change that because I understand why she did it. This book is amazing, and it actually did come out in 2016, which I think is what I was supposed to pick. And if I'm really being honest with myself, I think this is the best book that I read this year, at least of the ones that actually came out this year. Although Akamath, like, that was really good too. I don't know what it is about this series. Being a duology, I didn't think she would be able to wrap it up as perfectly as she did. Like, obviously I wanted more because I would never say no to more Grishaverse content, but I was satisfied, and I wasn't expecting to be because it's a duology and there was so much going on. So I would award this one the Ruler of Books 2016 award. That's like really not that surprising of an answer considering that it's been on my shelf since I read it, and like my book talk was basically me just talking about how much I absolutely loved it and that there was nothing wrong with it. Anyways, those are all the questions. I am going to tag people, but I'm going to put it down in the description box because I'm just the worst at tags. I can't remember who I've already tagged. I'm going to put it down in the description box, so look down there to check if you've been tagged. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really liked making it. If you did, please hit the subscribe button. I'm Miss Emma Reads a Lot on all my social media, which I will link down below, and I will see you guys soon with a new video.